And in a dramatic escalation of tensions, India has expelled 6 Canadian diplomats from India, including the acting High Commissioner, Stewart Ross-Wheeler. Earlier in the day, it had recalled its High Commissioner and key diplomats from Canada. This after they were named as persons of interest in the killing of Khalistani separatist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar. He was gunned down by masked men outside a Gurudwara in British Columbia in June last year. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau accused Indian diplomats of engaging in activities that he said posed a significant threat to public safety.
The evidence brought to light by the RCMP cannot be ignored. It leads to one conclusion. It is necessary to disrupt the criminal activities that continue to pose a threat to public safety in Canada. That is why we acted. Because we will always, first and foremost, stand for the rights of Canadians to feel safe and secure in their own country. We will never tolerate the involvement of a foreign government threatening and killing Canadian citizens on Canadian soil, a deeply unacceptable violation of Canada's sovereignty and of international law.
Moreover, Trudeau also spoke with his UK counterpart Keir Starmer about what Canada called targeted campaign by agents linked to the government of India. The Canadian police said on Monday that it has significant amount of information on criminal activity being orchestrated by agents of the Indian government. In an official response, India called the allegations preposterous and also ascribed them to the political agenda of Trudeau's government. New Delhi highlighted that Ottawa has failed to provide any evidence since making allegations against Indian officials with regards to the murder of Nijjar more than a year ago. This despite multiple requests made by New Delhi. Further, it listed multiple instances since 2018 as evidence of Trudeau's hostility towards India. Earlier, India's Foreign Ministry summoned Canada's top diplomat. He was told that in the atmosphere of extremism and violence prevailing in Canada, the Trudeau government's actions endanger the safety of India's diplomats. The decision to recall its top diplomat and other targeted officials was also communicated. Meanwhile, amid the diplomatic row between India and Canada, the US State Department has announced that an Indian investigation team would travel to Washington, D.C. on October 15th to investigate a plot to kill a US citizen in New York. Now, as per a report published in Hindustan Times, India has conveyed to the US that it has arrested the person identified as CC1 in a US Department of Justice indictment, which had implicated this person of the assassination plot. And for more on this, our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibul, has a report.
India-Canada relationship have completely broken. We know that India has withdrawn its High Commissioner from Canada and expelled 6 Canadian diplomats, including the top diplomat who was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs. Now, essentially, we know that the Canadians are alleging Indian involvement in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a listed terrorist here in India. India, of course, has said that evidences haven't been provided. But India has also pointed out as to how the Canadian leadership has been involved in pandering to the vote bank politics, and that has impacted the relationship. It is highly unlikely, as long as Prime Minister Trudeau is there in Canada, that there can be any improvement in the relationship. And it looks like a completely frozen relationship. I do expect more reaction coming from New Delhi regarding this ongoing development. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibul for WION in New Delhi.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.